Yo, what up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for joining me today, man. I just want to go over, the whole Resident Evil and Silent Hill 2, and some more games. Is it Protocol or something like that? There's some more games out there that's pretty much exclusive or supposed to be timed exclusive that are coming, to pretty much PS5 and PC. We know they're coming to PC. So, that's just pretty much Sony's plan, and then on top of that, they're talking about they got Wolverine gameplay or Wolverine coming down the pipeline 2023 and Spider-Man 2. Now, you guys already know how I really feel about exclusive games, and these studios and developers are doing these little backdoor deals with Sony. Yes, if Sony put up their own money to bring a game back, that's different. But if they're purposely have did this in the past. Some big studios have took Xbox money and still made a game exclusive on PlayStation. Like, that right there is not cool, man. And a lot of fanboys are mad, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like they're mad and upset. Because there's one reason why the opponents are mad. Really, they're mad at Gamepass. They're not so much mad as the gamers, because the gamers are just, we're just the gamers, we're the players. They're mostly mad at Gamepass and that they have to pay pretty much $70 a game for an overpriced remake station. Those Decepticons are highly upset over there at Sony. You know what I'm saying? And you keep hearing all of the Xbox fans, PC boys, everybody keep bragging about how great Game Pass is, and they're getting all those day one games. Look at A Plague's Tale Requiem. Day one, Scorn, day one, Grounded, day one. You know what I'm saying? Even when Halo and Forza came out, day one on Game Pass. Now, if you look over on the blue team on Sony, oh no. You gotta pay $70 up front. We want our cash up front. Same time, bro. I don't trust you, Decepticon. Give me my money. And they're rooting for Jim Ryan over there. And Jim Ryan is not rooting for them. They're not playing for the same team. Like, these fanboys, what's crazy is that I seen a fanboy, right? Because I'll be out here in these gaming streets. And he's pretty much was trying to clown on the Xbox fans and kind of say, oh, I know y'all guys want to be, pretty much invited to this, Sony party. So I'm thinking to myself, only if he knew. And he was just kind of cracking on Xbox and, how salty Xbox fans are. When they hear about games are being exclusive to a plastic box. Now, no, if somebody's out here bragging about a game being exclusive that they know most of these games should be multi-plat, and they're locked down, and they have done backdoor deals, behind Xbox back. They even came out and said they're doing blocking rights for games not to come to Xbox, PC, Nintendo, and Game Pass and cloud gaming. They can use that as leverage against their case against Sony. Actually, because you got fans out here bragging about it. Now, that is hurting gaming, because that right there can really truly hurt a fan that's less fortunate. That can hurt their feelings. That could put them in their feelings like, man, dang, why are they doing that? Why Sony's doing that? And you got people throwing that in their face. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's their own IPs that they're creating. They're going out here stealing and hijacking. They just hijacked Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Still doing those little greedy and grimy, shady deals. And I know it's annoying to more and more people. It's just annoying, bro. Like, it is extremely annoying to see all of these AAA bangers being exclusive, locked down to a plastic box, and it's never going to go platinum. It's never going to go platinum because it's being held back by a greedy company like Sony. Sony don't care about their brand, the PlayStation. You think they actually care about the PlayStation now? They are making so many business moves and not really gaming moves, it's like it's better for them. It's not the consumer. It's not better for the consumer because they're not bringing value with it. If they were hyping up PlayStation Plus Premium with everything they do, that would be bringing value. Oh, you don't gotta pay one price. We already have teams that's working on games for PlayStation Plus Premium, cloud gaming for PC and mobile. Now I heard it's coming down the pipeline, but I'm like, it's moving so slow. It's like a turtle. They're so hell bent on trying to block this Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal. They don't even want Call of Duty on Game Pass. They have paid, I think, this whole contract out. When this contract ends in like a couple years, maybe, for pretty much any Call of Duty's ever being on Game Pass. They want to renew that contract. That's the problem. If they renewed that contract and somehow Uncle Phil agreed to it, he signed on the dotted line. Okay, man, we're not gonna bring Call of Duty to Game Pass. That would shut Jim Ryan up. That would shut Jim Ryan up. That Decepticon don't want to hear nothing about Xbox buying Call of Duty Activision Blizzard, because he knows the weight that company carries. He knows the weight that Bethesda carries now. He knows the plan that they have now is more better than what everybody thought. Like at first we just thought they bought them and they're just gonna sit back and just lock them down and not do nothing with them. Man, Bethesda got so many games coming down the pipeline. It's crazy. Xbox got so many games and studios under their belt now till they can compete. The next few years is going to be crazy. Yeah, a lot of people still chirping and talking crazy. Oh, they got all these studios, they ain't got no games. They want quality. Okay, well, they got Hellblade 2 on the way. You want to have fun? Well, they got multiplayer games like Redfall on the way. You want an RPG? Well, they got Starfield on the way. You want racing? Well, they got Forza Motorsports on the way. And this is why you shouldn't lock your games down. You shouldn't allow Sony to lock your games down to one plastic box, because that's only one way they're getting money. That's only one, stream of revenue that they're getting. They're not getting money from all angles. They're not getting money from PC, Nintendo, Xbox, cloud gaming. Do you see how much better that sounds? Instead of you're just sitting back patiently waiting on, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 million, 20 million people to buy a game for $70. And if they don't like it, now they feel ripped off. Now they're mad at Sony because it's like, this game ain't even worth $70. You're charging $70 for AAA bangers, multi-plat games, and indie games. That's everything. They are trying to milk their fan base dry, bro, for everything they got. I just don't think it's right, And then you have some idiots out here, fanboys and ponies, out here backing that up. They're defending everything that Jim Ryan does wrong. That's why he keeps doing it. If it's like a bad person, if they keep going out there in the world getting in trouble, and their parents or their friends or their teacher or whoever, they keep defending them, saying, oh, well, they didn't mean it. But it keeps getting worse and worse and worse, because now they got a comfort. That's their comfort. That's to make them feel like, oh, okay, I'm not doing anything wrong, because the person that I love and I like, they're telling me that I'm not doing anything wrong. So I'm going to keep doing it. Like a person that loves to cheat. That's not wrong. But if you keep taking them back, they're going to keep doing the same thing. You keep taking them back. They know you're not going to let them go, but they keep cheating on you. That's what Jim Ryan is doing. He's cheating on the PS5. PS5 ain't got no games to themselves no more. They ain't got no games. All their games are going to PC. And this is the guy that the phony ponies and the fanboys are pretty much rooting for, bragging about. Oh, we got AAA banger this, we got AAA banger. Well, PC can play all your games now. So you really, your argument is not even carrying weight anymore. Now you're just ranting in your feelings. They're actually saltier than the Xbox fans on Sony doing exclusives, because they've been doing it so long to it's just watered down now. It's not even, it don't even hurt anybody's feelings. It's just annoying at this point. It's just annoying. And yes, you have to point the fingers at the top of the big companies and say, and I have to point the fingers at the people that are making the game, that have the power to say, no, we don't, like people like Square Enix, people like Capcom, people like Marvel. These are people that you got to look at and point the finger and say, why do you want Final Fantasy to be exclusive when they can make so much more money on Game Pass? You have they have let Sony history and AAA bangers brainwash them to believe that there is no other way that they can prosper, make money, and survive without Sony. That's just it, bro. They don't feel like there's no other way. They just feel like, okay, you are the home of the AAA bangers, story-driven games that we love, the kryptonite. This is the kryptonite to the gaming industry. They have pretty much mastered their craft on adventure, story-driven games. We all know that. Hands down, Sony got it. But the fact that they're using that history from PS4 and down, because I don't really see that greatness in the PS5. I see they're doing good things for the PS5, but I don't see that greatness anymore. I don't see that passion, that drive that they once had with the PS4 and down. I don't see that anymore. I see laziness. I see excuses. I see developers complaining. I see them doing things now that I had never seen the gaming industry do before. Like, they're making excuses and they're pointing the finger at their own products that they're developing games for, their own devices, that their consoles, and they're pointing fingers at the Xbox Series S, saying that it's holding gaming back, but they're not talking about the PS4. Like, how are you not going to say the PS4? They're bringing God of War. You mean to tell me God of War is coming out and it's not holding back PS5? Yes, the game may have been developed on older hardware, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot of developers was like, man, we just kind of want to cut ties with this exclusive because this is our biggest game, but we don't want to miss those sales. So Sony got a business strategy when it comes to God of War. When it comes to their biggest games, they already know what they want to do, because later on down the pipeline, they're going to send it to PC and they're going to double dip. So once this game makes all it's going to make, and they pretty much flatline, and so another year or two is going to come to PC. And they're gonna keep that money coming in, because that's their strategy. That's their backup plan. Oh well, if the Sony ponies and fanboys and the fans don't support the game, we know who will, because the PC people are going to appreciate it more because they ain't never had the exclusives. Again, Sony have had exclusive for so long. All the fans of PlayStation have got used to the exclusives. So it's kind of watered down now. It don't really mean much to them because they've been getting it for so long. But now that if it goes to PC, it's going to feel brand new, like a brand new car. It's going to feel like a brand new toy on Christmas Day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. The people that always had PlayStation, they're not really excited about exclusives. It's like, okay, it's exclusive. We just want to play games on it now at this point. That Resident Evil 4 remake. Now, no, this game deserves a remake though. I can actually say this game deserves a remake because this game, as you can see, it was on GameCube and Nintendo Wii. You know what I'm saying? So, this game have been out a very long time. So it was on PlayStation, GameCube, and Nintendo Wii, and Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So it's well overdue. PS2, I think PS3 and PS4. Well, I see PS2 and PS4. So this game is in hard need of a remake, or remaster, should I say. They can't just keep throwing remakes out there. It ain't really with these CGI trailer cutscenes and all that. Like, I want to see actual, remade games. Something that's worth people dollar, you know what I'm saying? But Resident Evil is an exception because this is a legendary game, and a lot of fans are excited for it, man. So this is something that they are excited for. This game came out in January of 05, so 2005. So that was back in the GameCube days, easy, and Wii, the mid 2000s. So I know a lot of people was happy about that, and I don't understand. I'm thinking maybe the remake may actually hit Switch, the new one. We'll see. We'll have to see. But as far as being a multi-plat game, or as far as Sony trying to lock this game down, I don't think they should. Capcom should allow them to lock this one down, because I think they're already going to lock down Final Fantasy. You know, and this right here is a puzzle survival, pretty much hard third-person shooter adventure game, kind of something like Scorn when it came to Xbox Gamepass day one. So it's a puzzle game. I guess you got to figure things out too, which has always been, to me, this is one of the best like story-driven kind of horror games. Those puzzle games, it's something just creepy and spooky about them, and I really do like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump over to Silent Hill 2. Now, Silent Hill 2 is a multi-plat game as well. It was on PS2. It was on Xbox. I'm guessing Xbox, the first Xbox. And PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. So this game came out in 2001. So you know this is a throwback, bro. This is I remember those days, man, bro. Those were the golden days of gaming. The like I said before, the 90s into the early 2000s, almost like the mid 2000s. Those were the golden days of gaming, man. That's the days that I would love to go back to. But clearly, the way the gaming industry is moving now, greed have took over the gaming industry. So I don't think we're gonna be able to get back to those days right there, man. But those were the days, bro. I mean, you can actually game with your friends in peace. You ain't have Twitter and all those trolls. You ain't have Twitter, all those trolls. Or this, matter of fact, this is before YouTube days. I'm almost sure YouTube ain't come out to like the early 2000s sometime, but I don't think it was out in 2021. It was out in the early 2000s, but at the same time, you didn't have stuff like that. You didn't have to worry about being trolled and people talking down on you. It was all about gaming. And I think that's what kind of I don't want to say it messed up gaming, but it kind of it brought the saltiness out in gaming. Social media, the gaming journalists and the news and the press and the toxic fanboys and the ponies. They brought so much. They just dumped so much salt into the gaming industry. It's crazy now. You can't even game in peace no more. If you're rooting for a team, you got to keep it on the hush hush, because somebody's gonna try to roast you, talk about your brand. They're gonna try to talk about you. Oh, you're dumb, you're stupid because you like Xbox. You're a PC gamer. I remember we had a fanboy. And he was just saying all kind of toxic things about PC gamers. Like, y'all pretty much ain't real gamers if you don't have a Sony plastic box, a PlayStation plastic box. I was like, what? I was like, you do realize that they have to make games on PC, right? Dodo Bird, those Decepticons. Oh my goodness, bro. I can't with these gamers, but man. Back to Silent Hill. I hope this does become a multi-plat game. I hope they don't lock it down by the time it comes out. But from what I was hearing two different stories, that Resident Evil 4 was going to be a multi-plat, and Silent Hill was going to be multi-plat as well. So hopefully Xbox, Nintendo, and PC and cloud gaming can get it. Steam and Epic as well on PC. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there, and then we're gonna touch on another topic later. But yeah, I just really wanted to go over those AAA bangers that's coming, that a lot of fans are excited for. Now these remakes I can accept. I can understand why people would be excited for those. You know, I see why they're excited for Silent Hill and Resident Evil 4 remake, but people weren't really excited for, you know, The Last of Us because it was remade it was milked way too hard. We get it, Naughty Dog. You know, this is one of your biggest hits. It's almost probably bigger than Uncharted. As far as I can see, I think they do consider The Last of Us bigger than Uncharted. Because they're making a movie. Yeah, that's true. They did make a movie for Uncharted, but they're making a series for The Last of Us 2. But for some odd reason, I just feel like they got more love for The Last of Us. I don't know if it's the game itself or the name. It's how big the name is of that game. And another thing, I don't think they should make a remake of Horizon Zero done unless the company that's making that is trying to pretty much hype up the show or the movie or the series or whatever. That's the only reason why I think they're redoing it, because they want to bring out the game with the shows and the movies, because Sony's focusing on the movie industry as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna touch on for the remakes today. But make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news in these gaming streets. And if you would like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem, the PlayStation ecosystem, or rent games, just click the links down below in the description. Thank you and peace.